for them.
Yep.
However, we're going to treat everyone fair, right? We're going to do the right things for people, but we're going to get to know them on a level where we can be the leader that they need us to be, not that we need to be. And so if we can do that for them, then we get to know them, and we get to understand why they react the way they do, and help them process that. Then they get to a point where they can be that more consistent leader and even understand themselves, understand their teams. And I think that's the point that's maybe missed the most on how do we connect with people. It's the understanding, because we run in, when you think about all the different types of individuals that work for us or with us across restaurants, that's a lot. And we've all felt like, a counselor at different times during our career. And I think that's the part that is maybe missed the most.
I love it. That's not an answer I've gotten yet. I've done a number of these interviews, and that's the very first time that's come up. And I think it's really spot on. And I think, it helps with your earlier point of being able to connect, right? I think it's another point of connection. Really, it's to help people be able to open up and be able to connect in a way that's really genuine. And I love that. I love that.
Because we sometimes assume that people are all the same, and they're not. They've had different experiences, different childhoods, different. And if we can understand that and remember that and connect with them on where their journey is, then we can better lead them.
That's fantastic. This has been so helpful, Myles. I know this is going to be such a huge boost to folks that listen to this podcast interview. And I just really appreciate everything you're doing and just the boots on the ground work that you're doing out there in Vegas. And I just wish you all the best in what you're doing. And I know that there are great things ahead for your organization.
Well, I appreciate that. I've as I've connected with somebody that you've been very influential on in his career, and has kind of led us to connect. He's really looked to you over the years as a mentor and a guiding force. So I know that you're making those impacts on people, and I think that there's some kudos that should be shot your way as well, that you're out there doing that for people. And, if you're ever in Vegas, or everyone's always in Vegas, right? So the next time you're in Vegas, give me a shout. I'll be more than happy to buy you a hamburger and a milkshake.
You can count on it. Thank you so much, Myles, for this. It was really amazing.
Awesome, Bobby. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining me today for the Cutting Onions podcast and this interview with Myles Gift. I hope you enjoyed listening to the conversation as much as I enjoyed having it. If you like this podcast, please rate us wherever you consume content and leave us a review. It helps us to stay relevant in the world of podcasting, and your reviews and comments go a long way in helping us stand out from the crowd. I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you back here next week for another interview.